So listen, something just slid across the desk, but we got to go back. So what we're going to talk about is what Angel Reese wore for New Year's. I know we're almost a week into the new year, but this just came across my radar because she deleted her Instagram. Her Instagram is down, it's gone, etc., etc. Before we get to that, we need to go to where this started. Charleston White was on the 520 podcast with Jeff Teague, a former NBA player who used to play for the Hawks and I think the Timberwolves, a bunch of other teams and stuff like that. But he has a very good, very funny podcast. They had on Charleston White. It was kind of a disaster because it almost got them canceled. And I'm kind of upset that I didn't cover the topics related to it while they were going on. I was just thinking I don't cover sports, but it's like this is like men and women stuff. They were saying that, female basketball players can't be males and stuff like that. I really should have covered that. If you still want to see me cover that, let me know. I'll still cover it. But let's get to some of the clips from this podcast that got taken down.
About it, like regardless of that conversation, because I think it's stupid. Between who's a better player.
Reese want to see a. Yeah, I think Angel Reese really don't want to play basketball. I think she want to see a pussy.
Nah, I think she's just trying to make sure she don't look like a dude. Like she's trying to keep it like she's trying to brand outside of basketball. Yeah, like I'm a woman. I like men.
She tapping into that whole side. She tapping into that whole side of it.
No, Angel Reese is trying to push some sex appeal to the WNBA. Like
they ain't all sucking when they on the road. Yeah, most of them hoes sucking on the road.
Well, mass majority of them are for sure.
Yeah, nigga, they putting pressure on the ones that ain't.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So as you can see, Unc was wilding, but they caught a lot of flack. They had to do all types of defending. Charleston White, he's staying on whatever he says, so he doubled down, tripled down, all of that stuff off of the podcast. But they caved under the pressure and took the podcast down so quick. It was a Patreon joint first, but then it was up and they took it down, off of the YouTube very quickly. So now we get to New Year's, and we're going to take a very quick look at the outfit that Angel Reese put on and uploaded to Instagram. YouTube be very particular about this type of stuff. So even though, her tatas is not completely exposed, I still got to cover that up, and I can only show it for 5 seconds because they will demonetize the whole video, man. So listen, that's what she wore. She had the girls out. She had nothing in the middle. She had a little bit over the nips. And it was just a very revealing outfit. Something that a 304 would wear, pretty much. So in one sense, that proved Charleston White's point. Because as far as what you see on the screen, that's okay. And it's not too revealing. It's a little revealing down the middle because it's just a little bit, it's just doing a little bit too much. But the joint that I showed earlier, the joint she wore for New Year's, that is very exposing. And you could look feminine and dress sexy without being too revealing. But that's what she wants to do. She wants that male attention from her body. And that is just a modern woman thing, so we don't really got to go too deep. That's something that the majority of women, especially if they are just fit, that's all you got to be now. If you just fit, even if you just a little thick, you got a body that's going to be acceptable to most men. It's going to be attractive to most men. So a lot of these women love to show their body off. And Angel Reese is not the only one. So when he says, she's and all this stuff, whatever. So her Instagram got flamed with comments. I cannot even find any of the comments, man. I'm sure people was in there saying Charleston was right. They was on her ass, probably some girls saying why you have to wear that, whatever, or supporting her, whatever the case may be. But she couldn't take the heat, so she got out the kitchen. She deleted the Instagram. Now, I just want to point out something. A take that you're not going to hear from anybody for real. I'm sure. I'm positive. But this is proof that shame still works. You have some turbo thoughts out here whose dads are supporting their OnlyFans career and stuff like that. I got to cover that. But, yeah, you got some of those who have a support system for their hoeing. And outside of that, you know, there's no shame. You got some people who are just completely fatherless and just hedonistic 1000%. And shame doesn't affect them. But for most, I'll say a good chunk of women, they are still shameable. They're still shameable. See, when it comes to things like men being deadbeat dads, being broke scrubs, being undesirable to women getting no bitches, whatever the case may be, there are a lot of things that men can be shamed for that they will respond to in a certain way. And if you don't believe me, you either don't remember you've seen it or you haven't seen it, because they weaponize the shame as often as they can. You know, chicks will get on the internet and write paragraphs about an active dad who's in their kid's life, but because he didn't give her some money, she'll go and she'll start shaming him, saying he broke, he this, he don't take care of the kids, all this stuff. But she's shaming him because that is one of their tactics to embarrass him so she could get her way in the future, so she could bend him to her will and stuff like that. And what does he have to do? He has to go on the defense. Oh, man, I do be taking care of Talasia or whatever the fuck the kid's name is going to be, like Doniqua or whatever. But when we talk about what we don't want out of women, when we talk about what we don't want as far as our long-term mates, it's funny because we get shamed. They have tried to flip the script to like, oh, you were slut shaming. Oh, you were fat phobic. You were fat shaming. That's what they tried to flip the script to. So we're supposed to be shamed for shaming them, but they can shame us, and it's no repercussions or anything like that. It just sticks. This right here, all the facades, all the bullshit, all the slut shaming and all of that stuff, all the new tactics that they trying to develop at the Modern Women headquarters, it's just not going. It's not working. This right here made her delete her Instagram. It may make her change her ways, but the sisterhood may come and support her and stuff like that because she still got a Twitter and all that other stuff. So she may get that energy boost that she needs to get right back to hoeing the way she was hoeing, as far as, you know, wearing the stuff she was wearing and all of that. So that's all I got for you today, man. I got a clip at the end. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.
I want marriage. Like, I want stability. I want to be able to, like, I got my own, but I still want to, like, have a happy home, a mom and dad home with the kids.
I do too, but it's
family.
Like, I tried that. I've been there, done it. And I already.
We live in, I be telling my friends, like, we live in a world with billions and millions of men.
Yeah, people all around the world.
You ain't met, right, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't that crazy?
How you know your man out of Europe or China, or like Australia or Africa somewhere?
Man.
So just don't give up on love. Please. There's a good man y'all, Sexy Red is a man is coming. The man might be coming after this. Next Thursday when we drop this, that man is coming in your DM and you better not shoot it down. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh Lord.
Okay?
Nah, it gotta be in person. I don't check the